So today is November 14th, 2025, and it is currently 9:06 a.m. and I just dropped off my youngest two to school. This is a sidebar that I didn't think I was initially going to include, but I feel it's included, so I'm going to include it. But I literally just watched a child get out the car, like crying hysterically. And it like broke my heart a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. And the reason why is because I remember when there was days and there was moments that I would drop off my own kids to school, and I'm not saying, I don't know what happened with that child. I don't know what they were crying about. I'm not saying it was because of their parents or anything like that. But when I seen the child crying, I was like, Lord, forgive me for the times where I dropped off my kids and they were looking like that. Like, I brought them to school and then they were distraught like that. Because there were a lot of times that the weight of my life, the weight of everything that I had to carry, the weight of everything I had to do, I was very much so impatient. There would be times I would be impatient. There would be times that I'd be annoyed. There would be times that, like, just the weight of everything that I had to carry as a mom, and then getting them ready in the morning, and just all the things that are in my mind of what bills I have to be paid and what I have to take care of for the day, and just thinking so far ahead, and literally having so much anxiety and worry that then just boiled over and turned into stress and being annoyed all the time and impatient. There would be a lot of times that in the morning I would snap at my kids, and this is me being transparent. I would snap at them, yell at them, like scream to the top of my lungs at them. Like, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I swear it would slip out. Like, and this is me just being honest and very transparent. Like, I was not in a good place, and I was the furthest thing from the great parent or the greatest parent. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like I was like beating on them or anything, but I most certainly was just far from a great parent. And there was just no way for them to see or experience my love, even though I knew I loved them. But because I was hurting, because I was carrying so much weight that was never meant for me to carry. And the reason why I say it was never meant for me to carry is because God literally in his word says, cast all your cares on him, because he cares for you. And there's a reason why he says that. He knows we cannot carry the weight. We cannot carry the burdens. We cannot carry the things in this life that we oftentimes think that we need to quote unquote carry. Yes, there are things that are quote unquote our responsibility, but when we do things from a place of our own strength, when we do things from a place of what we think we need to do or how we think we need to do it, without handing it over to God to be the one to give us the strength to do it, even in his word also it says that where we are weak, he makes us strong. Okay, God is our strength where we are weak. So we have to literally trust him, surrender, and hand over what he's doing and how he plans to do it through us, for us. And so it wasn't until literally 6 months ago, God literally changed my life. And so I'm a living, breathing, walking testimony to like the goodness of the Lord, and how when you really hand over your worries and your trials and your tribulations, and he will literally he will lessen the burden, like the weight of it. The word says that Jesus said, take up my yoke, make sure I'm saying this right, for my yoke is light, my my yoke is light, my burden is easy. My burden is... All right. It's somewhere in the word, okay? I'm quoting a little wrong. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is the Lord says it himself that, like, when we literally lean on Jesus, he gives us a yoke that is light, okay? So that even while we're sitting up here trying to carry the weight of everything, one day at a time, God will make a way. So that is the gem for the day. I did not see that coming, but no edits to this video or anything. I'm gonna post it as it is. But yeah, God is doing great things, and once again, I am living proof of that. So the gem of the day is to cast your cares on the Lord, because he cares for you. Let him carry the weight of what you're carrying, and he will truly lighten the weight, ease the burden, and make ways for you.